was Scotland the Brave, and that was Sadie Munro playing, and we're got a great show lined up. As you guess, we're going to be doing the Scottish games today. So we're going to start right out with our Scottish friends, and in there I have Sadie. Hi, back there.
Hello.
And you got a microphone. I got to ask you about your events in Canada. I'm sorry, gentlemen. You'll just have to wait. Go ahead.
This weekend, my band, the Capital District Youth Pipe Band, played in the Maxville competition, and we placed first in the juvenile competition and second in the grade 4 competition.
And how many were in the competition?
How many bands? There were 3 in the juvenile, and there were 10 in the grade 4.
Wow, so that was pretty exciting.
Yes.
How long have you been playing, Sadie?
I've been playing for 9 years.
Okay, so yeah, and who taught you?
Who taught me?
Yeah.
Originally, my grandfather.
And here's your grandfather here, Bill Munro.
Yes, and now I'm in the Capital District Youth Pipe Band, and
Yeah.
I'm taught by Maureen Connor.
Wonderful. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Sadie. That was very nice. And Scotland the Brave, of course, we can just see that coming right down with the mass bands, coming along, which always gives me chills when I hear them. So, Bill, tell me a little bit more about it. And Ian, you came along with, and you're working on this as well, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so tell me what's going on this year.
Well, the games are one day on Saturday, August 30th.
Okay.
Begins at 8 a.m., ends around 7 or 8 p.m. It's a full day of activity. We call it a 10-ring circus because no matter where you go, there's something going
There's
on.
something going
we
on
just encourage
everywhere.
We encourage everybody to get up and walk around and take it all in. We started off with individual competitions that Sadie competes in, and then
She's not throwing the haggis, is she?
no, she's not throwing the haggis. But she and many other individual performers perform before judges all morning, and they're rated on how well their instrument is tuned, how well they execute all the movements, and the tempos that they play. And so at the end, they earn medals.
Okay, now, if this is a competition, I'm assuming that you're getting people from all over coming in. Are you talking the Northeast? Tell me what kind of competition we're looking at.
Usually it's the Northeast and Canada, a few bands from Canada, a few players from Canada, dancers from the same areas. We've had them come as far away in the United States as Texas. We've had bands from Scotland over here to compete and perform.
I remember that, yeah.
So it's a pretty large undertaking. We have to hire all these judges, and they all have to be qualified, and there's a lot of tabulation going on, trying to figure out to make sure we done them all correctly, and we got the people who won actually get announced that they won. So that type of thing.
Well, I know that for one of those that I was there, I watched, and they would come into like a corral, and then they'd perform, and then you see the judges doing this, it's like, oh my, that's so exciting.
Absolutely, and there are 4 judges, and there are 2 piping judges, and then there's a drumming judge and an ensemble judge. So they're all taking notes the entire time that the band is playing. So there are a lot of nerves involved for all of the members of the band, and it's always interesting at the end of the day because you don't find out until massed bands at the end of the day who won each competition. So they play, and then they wait, and then we find out at the end of the day. So it's exciting.
Well, I like the mass bands. I mean, Bill knows that. Every time I go, I get chills, and it's like, oh, this is just so wonderful. I love hearing them come wave after wave after wave, all playing the same thing. But the other thing that really impressed me was and I could be wrong in terminology, and please forgive me, when you have the different clans come with their flags.
Yeah, the Parade of Tartans.
Tartans.
That begins. That starts the opening ceremony.
Yeah, and I was really impressed with that.
Yeah, the Scottish Pipe Band, because we've hosted this event now for 46 years. This will be our 46th. We lead the Parade of Tartans in, and we play as they come by and give their clan yells and do all those things that they do. And so after that's over, we're off, and on comes the mass bands, and that's when we start to bring all these 25 bands in waves playing together. And
I know,
it's
amazing,
pretty awesome sight.
yeah. And now you do have I call it a beer tent, but really maybe it isn't a beer tent, it's a music tent, right?
It is. It's both. It has beer and it has music. So it's kind of the epicenter of the fairgrounds for the day. You can hear it from the entire fairgrounds. You can hear the music coming from it. And it's kind of where, everyone gathers throughout the day. The families gather there, and then the kids will go over to the children's events, and parents will see them from the beer tent. And music is playing throughout the day. This year we have bands.
How many bands?
Well, we have 6 bands coming this year. So we have bands from the U.S., local. We have bands from Canada, and we have a band from Scotland coming this year.
Wow.
Called Heron Valley, and they're really a musically exciting band that'll be playing.
I can't wait to hear
throughout
them.
the day.
Yeah.
Yep, bagpipes are included, of course, and fiddlers. One of the bands that's coming actually called Cecilia from Canada has a 7-time Canadian fiddle champion coming with them.
I love fiddles. Oh.
Yeah, great opportunity to see some really
And you get those
wonderful
people out there
fiddling.
dancing, and the
Yeah.
little kids that get out and dance are so much fun to watch.
The best, absolutely.
Yeah,
We love
yeah.
that. Yeah, so it's kind of like I said, the epicenter is where the music is coming from in that tent all day. But you can spread out from there to the entire fairgrounds and then come back and catch another artist.
Yeah. Now, is Wes Laraway going to be there? He does his with the
He
Falcons
will.
and things.
He
And
will be there. And in fact, this year, we were very unfortunate last year. We always have a Highland cattle, which are
Yeah,
the
I know. I
signature
love with
animal.
the shaggy.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And last year, unfortunately, our local farmer who brings the Highland cattle wasn't able to come. And people were very upset about that.
I know, because we love to look at that.
Yeah, and they're iconic, right?
Yeah,
I mean, they're
yeah,
absolutely
yeah.
the face of Scotland. And so
Since you couldn't get the Budweiser.
right. Yeah, that's out of our budget. So Wes is coming, and he will be doing his falconry exhibit. He will also, his daughter is bringing a Highland cattle this year.
Oh,
So,
really?
Yes, and I hear the Highland cattle is bringing a friend, a donkey, to keep her company. So we're very excited to have the Highland cattle back, and Wes and his daughter will be
Yeah, and
coming.
he does it, and he's so knowledgeable, and he has a wildlife refuge, that he has. And
Absolutely.
I visited that, so I know what a dedicated gentleman he is doing that as well.
Absolutely.
Now, in the past, you've also had those collies that seem to be able to organize the sheep. Now, are you doing that this year?
We do have our dog exhibit goes on throughout the day, and
Okay.
we'll have multiple breeds of dogs.
Okay, you have the dog exhibit, but not
Yes.
that you're not going to have the corralling of the
No
sheep.
sheep this year.
No sheep,
No,
okay.
sheep are getting difficult to find, unfortunately.
Well, that's okay. I just asked because those collies seem to know what they're doing.
Yeah, and we will have collies in the dog
I
expedition.
saw that your dog exhibition, they bring the dogs out, little
Yeah.
Scotch Terriers once in a while.
Yeah, every breed of Scottish dog is represented
Yeah.
in that trial, and they are really interesting to watch and listen to. Meanwhile, while that's going on, dancers are dancing all day long in a dance
I
stage.
know, they're on a platform,
Yep, on
so
a
you can see
platform.
them easily.
And while that's going on, in the middle of the field, there's the athletic events, tossing the
The
caber.
caber toss.
The caber toss, which is always
Do you
exciting to
compete in
watch.
that, Bill?
Pardon?
Do you compete in that?
No, I did once. But I couldn't even, I could get it up and start running with it, but then I couldn't flip it. And the idea is you have to flip it over.
Yeah.
And that's
At
all
the
technique.
12 o'clock position.
That's all technique.
Yeah.
It takes 4 of us normal humans just to get those onto the field so that those guys and girls can flip those.
Well,
cables.
my husband and I went one year, and I guess they had amateurs that they could try it.
Yep,
He
yep.
said, and he was a pole vaulter. He was really strong, and it was like, oh, I can't do this.
Yeah, it's quite a feat.
Yeah, and what amazes me is that there's so many women that are competing in this, and they are strong, and they are winning. They're doing really well.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. It's been wonderful to see that rise in women participating in the Highland athletic events in the past, 15, 20 years. And they are strong, and they are able to flip the caber. I give them 100%
I know, and
credit.
you
It's amazing.
watch it, and they flip it, and everybody goes, and then they go, boom.
Yeah.
Sometimes it comes back at them. That's the worst
Yes.
part, right?
Yeah, get
You
out
That's
of
what
there.
happened with me.
That's not so good to get the 6 o'clock position. So if we talk about the games, I know there's a number of them, and there's the straw, the sheath.
Sheaf of hay,
Yeah.
where they flip it over a bar that continually goes up and up and up until only one person can get over it.
That's amazing to watch.
And they do that with weights also, flipping it over.
Yeah, and then the one where you,
Scottish hammer.
that. You name them, I'll just do them.
Yeah, and 56 and 28 pound weights for distance. So it's a full day of events for the athletes, and they start at around 9 o'clock in the morning, and
I love
they
to
won't get
watch
done until
'em.
about 4 in the afternoon.
Love to watch them.
Yeah.
It's like you do this and then you go over and watch, and
Yeah.
you go, and they usually announce them so you know what's coming up.
Yes.
So you know you don't want to miss this one. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
and to hear the crowd ooh and ah as the
I
caber
know
goes
you
up
can
and
hear it.
goes
You
down.
can hear them. I mean,
Yes.
they go, oh,
Yeah.
one of those things. Yeah. I know that you did not mention one of the things that I love is the vendors. Oh my goodness, they bring in the most wonderful things.
Yeah.
It's not your normal stuff they bring in.
It's not. No, in addition to food vendors, you know, because
Oh
we'll
yeah,
have
I know the food.
traditional.
I got the food covered.
You got that down? Yep. Traditional Scottish food
The
and
Scottish
Celtic
little
food.
buns and the little gizmos, but
Yeah.
no haggis.
No haggis. We used to have an event called a haggis hurl, where you would take about a 1 pound bag of haggis and see how far you could throw it, but you got to stand on a whiskey barrel while you're doing it. Then we have another competition known as the Bonniest Knees competition.
I competed. I listened. I was a judge.
You were a judge.
I
That's
was
right.
a judge for that, and I was feeling those knees, and it's like that was so much fun. You got to do that again.
Everyone loves that, and last year they moved into the beer tent, didn't they?
They did,
And it
and we'll
was,
be there
oh my
again.
God, the beer tent went wild for it. They loved it.
I know it was so fun, and you're blindfolded when you're doing it, you know.
Yes.
So it's like, so now wait, I don't know what I'm reaching for. Where are you standing? Talk to me. You know? Yeah, and it was fun. We really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun, and thank you for allowing me to be one of the
Oh, I'm
judges.
glad
there.
you were.
Yeah, that was fun. I didn't get the best judge award though, but it was
Oh.
okay. I'm kidding. But anyway, so the vendors, the food is wonderful. You have 2 stages. You have that little mini stage.
We do. We have the pole barn, which is more of our traditional stage.
Yeah.
And in that stage, we'll have more of a Celtic session band, a local one, in fact, called the Bards of the Glen. And then we'll have the band that I spoke of earlier, Cecilia from Canada, which will be coming in. That's your opportunity to dance in the pole barn when they
Okay,
play.
good. So it sounds like a party, right?
It's a party.
And like one more time, what time and where is it?
Okay, it's on August 30th, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. about.
Or whenever
at the
the
Altamont
last
Fairground.
person leaves,
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
With the Shetland pony, or with the ponies,
You can
the
buy
Highland
tickets.
ponies.
You can buy tickets at our website, scottgames.com,
Mm-hmm.
at a discounted price until the Wednesday before the game.
Okay.
Or you can buy them at the gate. Children 12 and under are all free because we want families to come
And
together.
enjoy it, yeah.
And we have a lot of great events for the kids to participate in.
You do, and the kids love this. I
Yeah.
mean, they really do because they want to go here and there, and then we'll get,
Yep.
one of those things. And
Yep.
then they relax in the beer tent while the folks are just sitting back, and they just sit there and eat the food. Good. And you have plenty of good food and always good stuff. Sadie back there, thanks for coming and playing Scotland the Brave
Thank
for
you
us.
for having me.
Yeah, it's been fun, and I wish you lots of luck in your next competition.
Thank you.
I don't know how much better you can get. You got first prize.
Thank you very much.
Okay, good. Thank you all for being here, and we'll see you at the games. Yay!
Good.
Okay, good.